We're holding Shiur Sayam, Parshas B'Shalach. There's a very interesting dialogue here between the Ribono Shel Olam and Moshe Rabbeinu. Beforehand, okay, so we know the whole story that Klal Yisrael is trapped by the Yam, and he got very scared. The Medrash is Meirich over here. How great was the tefillah of Klal Yisrael b'shas Maisa, and even Moshe Rabbeinu David. Rashi says, Melamed Mekan Shemid B'Tefillah. Moshe Rabbeinu was also davening for Yeshua, and the Ribono Shel Olam replies, Ma titzakei lai. Dabra b'nei Yisrael v'yisou. Well, it's not the time for tefillah. Talk to Klal Yisrael, and they should go. So there's two pshatim here in Rashi. I want to say maybe a pshat. What does it say? A lie, huh? A lie, a dover, totally. V'lo yalecha. It's on me. V'lo yalecha. And the outcome of this a lie is Davrei b'nei Yisrael. It's interesting.
What do you mean it's on me? What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean it's on me?
I don't know. We're going to try and understand it. We don't need tefillah. But that it's on me, Davrei b'nei Yisrael v'yisou. Nothing. I don't know. It's Davrei b'nei Yisrael has to be, Yisou. Okay. But Mati Tzakela, it's not a time for tefillah.
So he's saying a lie, it's on Davrei b'nei Yisrael. Which one is it?
Maybe it's an RMK. Maybe it's a rich man's kasha. It's only a kasha you ask if you have a teretz. Could be. I don't know. Oh, but it's a very interesting dialogue. It's a very. Yeah, could be. So, it's stamazayas, an interesting conversation. The davening matitzakela. And also stamazay in the actual matzav of Shira. We heard yesterday. There's a lot of psukim over here, and I never heard that ha'ora. That's a beautiful ha'ora we heard yesterday. The whole difference between the Malchus Hashem and Malchus of Paroi, but the Spitz L'choira point, the highest point of the Mara of the Shira was the Zeh Keli Van Veyu. Zeh, Chazal say about Moshe Rabbeinu, he's Misnaba B'Zeh, B'Aspaklai Ha'Me'ira, different than all the other Nevi'im. Klal Yisrael reached the Madrega of Nebuah of Zeh, Herald of Be'etzba. Ro so Shif Chalayam Asher Ro Nevi'im, Rashi's Geiras. The Mechilta I saw brought down is Geiras Mashaloi Ro Yecheskel Ben Buzi. So there was a revelation here of Ma'aseh Merkava, it seems like. What's really happening over here? What did Klal Yisrael, what was that darga that they reached? What did they see alayam? I'm sure there's many ways to answer these questions, but I want to suggest a new idea based on a hemshech from Parshas Boi. We know the last three makkos are found in Parshas Boi. Now it's amazing that we have a young child here. It's amazing because every young child today is a baki in the makkos. Nachon? Al pi midrash Chazal. Huh? I mean, when I was growing up, we didn't have that. But today, every child knows Mamore Chazal on the Makas. With the papers, with the pictures. Beduktik Mamish. Was there alligators by Makas, this one? Was there,
By what? They were alligators.
by Tzvardea.
It says it was alligators.
The pictures, I have no idea.
The Nitziv. It says it was alligators.
Alligators.
Alligators, not frog.
Alligators with frog.
It's Tzvardea, not frogs.
Really? Mamish.
Frogs are fish. Fish. How do you say it in Yiddish? Freaks, jobbers.
Not Tzvardea. Interesting.
These are.
So we know everybody's very familiar with the Makkos, but So what happened by Makkos B'Choros? This, even by Makkos Choshech also they have a hard time, the artists. But Lavaisa, by Makkos B'Choros, what actually happened by Makkos B'Choros? In the pictures, all you have is in the middle of the night, Paro crying, and maybe his son dead. I don't know. The pictures are very, very, very bland, and that's the pinnacle. It's the last Makkah. What actually occurred by Makkos B'Choros? And more than that, I saw brought down that B'Shas Makkos B'Choros Chatzois Laila, that was the Shas HaGeula. Not when we all left. At that moment of Makkos B'Choros was the time of Geulas Mitzrayim. That's what we celebrate on Pesach. Chatzois Laila is the Shas HaGeula. Something unbelievable happened at that moment. What was it? And how did it transpire? What were all the outcomes? The B'Choros died. There was basically two nisim that happened by Makkos B'Choros. Number one, first of all, the Balagoda says it clearly. The Balagoda says that by Makkos B'Choros Chatzois Laila, what happened was that there was Gilu Shechina. Moira Gadol Hazeh erased Gilu Shechina. The Rebbe was Megala himself. Never ever did that happen in history. He came out of the curtains. No Navi saw the Rebbeinu Shalom. Even Moshe Rabbeinu, never saw him. He never revealed himself to him. It's never like that. Here by Makkos B'Choros, the Rebbeinu Shalom came out. He revealed his presence in the world. And anything that negates his presence ceased to exist. Did not exist anymore. So there was two nisim that happened by Makkos B'Choros. Number one, that the Mitzrayim who negate the Malchus Hashem, because they claimed Paroi, the day that Moshe Rabbeinu came to him the first time, received all the crowns from all the kings of the world. He became Melech HaOlam on that day. That's what the Medrash says. That Paroi received all the crowns of all the kings of the world on the day that Moshe Rabbeinu came to him the first time. Paroi became Melech HaOlam. So by Makkos B'Choros, when the Rebbeinu Shalom reveals himself as Melech HaOlam, anything that negates that Metzias ceases to exist. No longer. But Klal Yisrael stays. Klal Yisrael stays. That's a chidush. And Klal Yisrael is not a stira to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Rav Olba says that B'Shas Chatzois Laila at that moment was nischadish the idea of Yisrael V'Kudsha Brichu Chadu. That's what happened. Good question. I can't answer that now because I don't have time. Very good question. It's a very good answer for that too. Very good question. But at that moment was nischadish Yisrael V'Kudsha Brichu Chadu. That means one and the same. We don't negate by Chatzois Laila. But that Gilui of the Gilu Shechina, the Moira Gadol, that's why it didn't share. That's why we stayed alive. So that's what happened by Makkos B'Choros. And that was the Gilui of Makkos B'Choros. Now we understand the Gilui in krias Yamsuf was a keli van veir. Anivahu. Pshat is Anivahu. That was the Gilui. That's what she saw. The Maisa Merkava is a very, abstract, difficult thing to understand. But again, I'll pee the Meforshim that it was a Gilui of Odom Kidmus Odom Milamala. That's what the pasuk says by Yecheskel. The Odom is Mizdama LeOdom Shalamala. There's a connection. I can be like that. Hevedoimala. Mahura, Tara. That is Vanvehu. Anivahu. It's one and the same. That's the Gilui that happened b'shas krias Yamsuf. And that's the Havana over here. What is the pshat? They're davening, and I'm done with this. What is the davening? We are now surrounded. We can't. But by the Rebbeinu Shalom, there are no obstacles. So help us. The Rebbeinu Shalom says, Anivahu. If in front of me there's no obstacles, in front of you there's no obstacles. Dabra b'nei Yisrael v'yisol. Take that gilui mikoyach el hapoyel. That's.